What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 22 of the Flippin' Live Show, the number one daytime reselling live show on YouTube. I don't care who sold you differently. Today's guest is an estate sale sniper. Wow. We got, boom, AR in the building. What's going on, my man?
What's going on? What's going on, guys?
I'm getting better with my introductions, I think.
Nice.
How you doing today, man? You already got your app up and got all your estate sales planned out?
Yeah. We got state sales. We're going through some state sales probably tomorrow.
Awesome.
Maybe later on today. We'll just see. There was some yesterday too, so we might
What
go hit some.
what gravitated you to start doing estate sales versus traditional like thrift or anything else like that?
Um, for me, estate sales over garage sales was just I don't know. I think I actually opened up the app. I had I don't know what I would think I was maybe watching I don't know whose video I was watching on the State Sales app, and I just decided to download it and try it out. So
Just been hooked since. Oh man, you froze. Uh-oh. He froze, people. I'm just gonna keep talking to the picture of him, see if we can fix this. And I just sold something. AR, you froze. If you can hear me. You froze. I'm gonna back you out. Hit the link again. All right. Well, why we're getting him back on track. I don't know if y'all just heard my phone, but we did get a ding. So let me see if he's back. Oh, where'd you go? He'll be back here momentarily. Let's see. I'm gonna pop into IG and just tell him he's hit link again. You froze. What's going on in the chat, everybody? What's up? I see Devin, first one here. Mike, Mr. Jiggly Thrift, is back, folks. You know, I scared everybody and told everybody that he was missing and put out an APV. He was just enjoying life. So glad you had some fun, man. But welcome back. Elle and Michelle, what's going on, y'all? Cha-ching. Yeah, I know y'all heard it. Stacy's out doing something. She's not running today. Boom. See? Everybody loves. I don't even have TikTok, and I love his TikToks. Is this live? I don't know. Is it? I don't think so. Maybe. Bangarang, what's up? Rescue and resell. Guys, we're waiting him to come back. Drop some stuff in the chat. I am going to go and accept this offer so we can get the first sold on a live. I'm going to go ahead. I don't know if you guys will see it. Got an offer for 70. Oh, that's an idiot. $75 on these ugly Lacoste high top Schneikers. So we'll go ahead and press accept. He's back.
I'm back. I don't know what happened. Some power outage. We taking it out of.
Oh, not again. I just sold a pair of shoes for $75 right when you froze again. Stacy's listening. That's what she's doing. This live is brought to you by Fresca, an amazing beverage with 0 calories. It's like Squirt if you've ever drinking that. Drinking? I don't know. I never said I was smart. I'm just good at reselling. All right. I also sold a pair of LL Bean jeans. This is a great live other than the fact that my guest keeps freezing. Use your cellular device. Yeah, maybe try that if you're not getting good service, man. Don't worry, we got a whole hour, and I was blessed with the gift of gab. Ooh, I got a new message from something I sold 6 months ago. This is going to be fun. Let's see. Hi, I know it's been a long time since I bought these shoes, but I just opened the box because I was in Germany the whole time. Okay. And you sent the wrong shoes. These look totally different. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Let me see what the picture looks like. No, those are the same shoes. These are the shoes that they got, and those are the shoes that I sold. Those are the same ones. All right, he's back. Let's pop him in. He's back, guys.
We back, man.
Everyone, calm down. All right, so I sold two things while you were gone: a pair of shoes for 75 and a pair of LL Bean jeans.
Nice. Let's go.
I don't know what the drop is, but they said to use your cellular service. I have no idea. I'm not a tech person.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the first time that's ever happened to me. I don't know.
Your microphone is awesome. I can see the nice light on the background. Mine's down low.
Yeah.
Like I told you before we went live, my webcam is attached to a like selfie stick that I broke and then glued to a hammer. So
makeshift. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi there. Our boy will be here on the 17th. Oh yeah. We got one of the oldest coming home. More people.
Is that Stacy?
Hey, yeah, she's Stacey? In here handling the chat.
Nice.
So we're talking about how you kind of just fell into the estate sale app.
Yeah.
And just went with it.
Yeah, man. I mean, I got my start off really with, and me and my brother started a junk car removal company about a year ago. So a lot of the stuff that I was getting, I got from, you know how they say you got to go to Goodwill. It's kind of like Goodwill's your university. Mm-hmm. So my university was out in the field picking up other people's trash, you know what I mean? Or stuff that they were throwing out. That's how I really got, the feel for it, and learning things. And then just last year I started just posting it online, man. Started with some vinyl records, got into started with vinyl, and then it got into VCRs, DVDs, all that media stuff. Got a whole bunch of media recently. And it just took off, man. I got the itch, and I've been burning it. You know what I mean? Been burning with everything, everything I can get my hands on pretty much now,
Awesome. So this is you do it full time?
Yeah, full time. And yeah, it's a grind, man. It's a grind. Yeah. It's a grind. The job is steady, and that's something that's a given. You know what I mean? It's you look forward to a paycheck after you work your week and your hours and stuff. But with this, it's independence. You know what I'm saying? I'm reaching for the independence. I'm reaching for the freedom. I'm reaching for the to be debt free. You know what I mean? That's what I'm reaching for. eBay allows me the liberty to freelance if I wanted to, right? Yeah. So we still have the business. That's always going to be there. So I'm never going to not have, not work to do. But with eBay, it just gives me that extra added leverage.
For sure.
So I can freelance and do whatever, and that's how I like to think of it. It just gives me more time. Not that it's passive in a sense, but it just gives me more time to do, what I like to do.
For sure. So you still have the junk removal business?
Yeah. My brother actually just called me. He was like, "Man, I need help. I need help on a demolition job. Taking down some Taco Cabanas, some old Taco Cabanas, and remodeling." But I'm just like, I've been swamped, man. I've been swamped, with just orders going on, Black Friday, Cyber Monday. It's just, and then trying to streamline a little bit, reaching out, networking. You know what I mean? Everything is just with YouTube now, and so it's just too crazy. I just can't. I can't hack it. I got my son too, so
yeah. You got to figure out which where you want to put your time. And if you guys are demoing the actual like signs, the light up signs for Taco Cabana, let me know. I've supported they've supported my obesity for a long time. Now so if I could have one of those light up signs in the back here, that would be awesome.
He's actually doing the whole building. They're doing the whole building. Nice. Yeah, he's got major contracts with them now, and it's that guy. I guess it's a couple of guys that came out of California that are buying some of the locations down here, and they got in contact with him, and he's been working with that, so
awesome.
Yeah, he does. He does more of the commercial side of things, and I
Yeah.
just decided that I like the e-commerce side of things. I like the eBay. I like the hunt. I like to go out hunt for treasures. I like discovering and finding out new information about things. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Um,
for sure. That's
you know,
one thing that I've noticed, especially with Stacy, is once we got into the wholesale side of reselling, and we can just send a text or an email and be like, "Hey, I need 3,000 pairs of shoes," and then just have them delivered to the storage unit. Like the the only treasure hunting is we don't know what we're going to get when we open the boxes.
right, right, right.
And so we noticed that we started missing that aspect. So we try to plan like days where it's like we know we have thousands of shoes that we could just photograph and list, but we still want to go to the bins or the thrift and just have that high of finding something
Yeah,
random. So
yeah. I know you. I know you talked about that too, about the streamlining process with that.
yeah,
Because it's the consistency overall. I mean, that's what I've seen mostly with the hunting and the treasures. It's one off.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So if you find something and it's worth $100, well then that's. But then if is it gonna sell consistently?
Yeah. Like
You know.
you could go out to like, here in Houston, we have so many thrift stores. You could go make a whole day going to all the thrift stores and find nothing,
Yeah.
where it's just like, oh man, I kind of wasted the day when I could literally just go to the warehouse and take 100 photos and I know that they're going to sell.
Exactly.
They're
Exactly.
clean, they're ready to go. But um, the thrill of the hunt, like Rescue and Resell said, that's what got us into reselling. That's what made us want to shut down our other business. And I definitely can't ever see myself getting to a point where all we do is wholesale, because I love. Um, I mean, I'm even, I got my Goodwill shirt on. I'm even a weirdo that
Yeah.
loves, I love the smell of the thrift store. Like when you walk in a thrift store, that smell is, I don't know, I'm a weirdo. So some people can't stand that, but when I smell it, I'm just like, man, that's money right
That's
there.
funny, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
You turn in that you turn that knob on and it's like it's not
Yeah.
even that. It's not what you guys are smelling, it's what I'm
Yeah.
smelling money.
I'm like, I
Yeah, I'm
smell
smelling
money in
money.
here. Yep. Yep.
I know because the bins is like, man, what's crazy is I just came back from Portland and I was telling Cameron about this, man. I was like, man, y'all bins are actually really nice, and their bins actually, I'm telling you, Flip, their bins are nice, man. They smell like mop for Fabuloso. Like
Oh man.
it's like they clean in there and everything, man.
Oh man. When I first got into pest control, the company I worked for was apartments only.
Yeah,
And I remember going to apartments over here on the south side of Houston,
yeah,
mostly like Hispanic community. And
yeah, yeah, yeah.
almost every apartment I went into had Fabuloso on low heat in a pot on the stove. The
What?
whole house smelled like it. Like
Wow,
that's burned in my head. I'm like, man, you're like
wow,
cooking Fabuloso.
that's crazy. Yeah,
um,
that definitely is a Hispanic thing.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
for
can
sure.
attest to that.
I love, man. I mean, I choose to smell of Fabuloso over Pine Sol any day.
No, for reals. Yeah, when I discovered Fabuloso, I was like, yeah, that's
Yep.
that's where it's at.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, so see, Jiggly likes to smell the Goodwill too, so I'm feeling better about myself. Um, what's going on? What's going on? What's up, Eric? So you're in San Antonio, correct?
Yep,
So
San Antonio.
the first bins that I ever went to was in San Antonio, right there off of 410, a little bit past the Big Red plant,
Hmm.
and I walked in, and it was just like Hispanic women fighting, and I was just
Yeah.
like, damn, I should just film this. I don't even care what they're doing. I just want, this is awesome. And that's where we would go there like once a month just to
Yeah.
source, because we didn't have any here in Houston.
All
And
right.
now that we have the ones here in Houston, ours are regulated by police. So I haven't been to the ones back in San Antonio since. But man, I remember going in there and it was just like, all right, this is a straight up fist fight for junk.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, it's I went twice pre-COVID and then I went after COVID recently. And pre-COVID was pretty calm. It wasn't really, to me, it didn't seem like there was too much action. I think I came out of there with one of those vintage race wheels,
Oh,
and
nice.
I remember because I was trying to convince my girl to come in with me. She was like, "Oh no, I'm not doing that. That's not gonna happen."
Yeah,
She
see,
was like,
I
"Nah."
thought Stacy would be more timid, but when we got in there, like she was the one throwing bows, and I was more just like, "Don't touch me."
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She didn't want to come in, and then fast forward to pre-COVID. I mean, after COVID, and it's crazy, man. I mean, you guys seen my that video. If you haven't seen it, I have a video where they're like just freaking running,
Yeah,
running fast forward. They're just like headstrong into these bins, and I'm like, whoa, what's going on? Like, I don't
yep,
remember this being like this. And then the line, I'm away at the back of the line. I'm like, what is going on, man? It's so structured, and yeah, they're definitely a little bit more aggressive pre-COVID.
yeah. Every
After
day's Black
COVID.
Friday at the bins. It's
and
chaos.
uh and I learned a hard lesson too with the shoes, because you get caught up in the frenzy,
Oh
and,
yeah,
and a lot of that, that you learn going into like regular Goodwills, you do shoe tests, all that.
yeah,
I had went in and I got some boots, but I was watching they go in, they go to the shoes, and then you're still over here fumbling. I'm over here grabbing media, I'm grabbing VCRs and stuff like that. And I'm thinking to myself, the electronics, I don't want to really take it too much of a chance. So I put that back, swing around, and they're in there throwing, they got a basket full of shoes and they're just throwing shoes back. And I'm like, some of these shoes, Nikes, I'm
yeah,
like, wow, I'm going to take them. First glance, I'm just, boom. Because I'm caught
yeah,
up in the adrenaline, the frenzy. So I'm just taking stuff, putting boots and shoes and not doing the shoe test. But then I'm wondering, why would they be putting Nikes and all these pairs back? Well,
yeah.
because they've done the shoe test. And so I took a few pairs home and,
I think
they
I think
came
we've all
apart.
done that. So it's just
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's part of the learning process. I mean, the good thing is if it's at the bins, it wasn't like a $12.99
No,
learning
no.
process. It's
Yeah,
like $3 or less.
yeah, no, it's definitely. Yeah, it's not.
I'm that weird guy at the bins. I do it at thrift stores too. Is if they make us wear a mask, like I have to like drop it. I got to smell the shoes. Like I have to. I do not want to bring smelly shoes or shoes that somebody just like put their cigarettes out in that smell real bad and it'll mess up my whole inventory.
Yeah,
So I'm that guy at the bins. It's like over in the corner. Like anybody see
smell
that?
it. Yeah,
That's why
yeah.
everybody thinks I have a foot fetish at the bins. They're like, that dude's always smelling shoes.
Yeah, it's definitely an experience, man. I suggest everybody go if you're just starting out, man, because if you're just going into Goodwills, you're gonna be discouraged with the prices, man.
For sure.
And I've been hearing the stories all across the board now. It ain't just my Goodwills, though. It's Goodwills. I've been to Portland, and it's the same up there, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you go to the bins and you're in for a wide awakening. But just don't get caught up too much in the frenzy of it all. Just
Yeah.
stay focused a little bit, and you know,
I think almost everyone that goes to the bins, like if it's not something they do regularly, like whenever the new rows come out, especially like they get
yeah,
that what do they call it, that FOMO. They like, oh man,
yeah,
I got to jump in on this new
yeah,
row.
yeah.
And it's like I'm just grabbing all this stuff. I don't even know what it is, but everyone else is doing it. And I usually don't go in on the new rows. I let Stacy do that, and I go like I'm a what do they call them? Those giant birds. I'm a buzzard, man. I just go and
Yeah,
pick the bones of all the bins that everybody thinks they got everything out of.
yeah.
Yeah, see, Stacy knows I hate feet, man. I hate it. Ugh. I don't know why I sell shoes. I hate feet.
Yeah.
But you've done some like celebrity like estate sales and stuff, right?
Yeah, yeah. I was at Tony Parker's mom's estate sale, and
She
that
have
was
good
pretty
stuff.
interesting. Yeah, that was pretty interesting. She multicultural. I guess she came over from France
Yeah,
because they are French, and
yeah,
she had a bunch of media that was bilingual. She had a bunch of Tony Parker jerseys. I guess his little bitty room. He had a little bitty room, like a normal sized man room. And
yeah,
I was just like, wow, what like his mom's house is huge,
yeah,
but then he's got a normal sized room. I'm like,
yeah.
wow, interesting. So yeah, his little twin size bed. He had she had some Eva Longoria photos. Big old bobblehead, man. Probably about it was pretty big.
Like a life size bobblehead.
Yeah, they wanted a car payment for that thing. I was like, I'm not
You're like,
doing
nah,
that.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, they wanted a car payment for that. And then they had some, they had some jerseys that were framed that were sold already too. But it was pretty interesting. I got a few media pieces out of it. They were actually selling, what was it? I want to say they were selling Coach empty Coach boxes too. They had them all laid out. Like I don't know who this estate sale was run by a company. They probably were resellers too though. It
Yeah,
wasn't
so we've
right.
only done a few estate sales. We actually have a buddy here that he does that, like he runs them for people.
Yeah,
Um, and he's hit us up before, and he's like, "Hey man, we got an estate sale opening this weekend, but you can come early access a day early because they have shoes."
yeah,
Um, the first time we went to one early, we got a bunch of shoes, and then I was like, all right, man, appreciate it. And then like Sunday, the thing ended, and Monday he called me. He goes, "Hey, I know you do shoes, but um, everything that's left over is going to the dump. So if you want to come, just take anything."
yeah,
And when I hear free, I'm just like, "Oh yeah, we'll see." I ended up getting all kinds of stuff. I got this record player actually came from that, the
yeah.
speakers and everything. Um,
Nice.
we took so much stuff just because in my brain, I'm like, it's just going to go to the dump. I mean, even if I sell it for $1, I'm keeping it out of the dump.
Yeah, yeah. That's what's and that's a good lick because a lot of them, they still try to make a couple pennies off of it, from you. But
Yeah.
I've had a few here locally that have hit me up on consignment deals
Oh, nice.
and offered me chances to go in before they open the estate sales. So um, yeah, if you can connect with them, man, that's a
Yeah,
beautiful
that's
thing,
what
man.
that's what I was going to ask you if you've built any like relationships with
Yeah,
any of the companies that
yeah.
host the estate sales.
Yeah, I definitely have. I haven't had the time to go, but I have now it's like three of them because I even met one up in Portland, and they actually told me, straight up, we're resellers,
Hmm.
but they give you the script that we're here to try to give as much as we can
Yeah,
and
yeah,
show
yeah.
that the family that they have value,
Oh,
and I'm
everybody's
like,
got to hustle. There's always an angle, man.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, we know what
Mhm.
a value you're putting on this stuff,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah, I
That's
definitely have. I definitely, yeah.
perfect. Yeah, that's the thing. Like whatever your best sourcing is, you have to look at a way to get in. Now, obviously, if you just do like online arbitrage or resale arbitrage,
Mhm.
I don't think you're gonna be able to build those connections. But I do know resellers that only sell on Amazon that do retail arbitrage that
Yeah.
have built relationships with managers at Target and Walmart. And they'll literally get texts like, "Hey, we're about to drop all the video games to 3 cents if you want to roll up." Like they know, hey, if I text you that, you'll come buy them all. So I don't have to deal with all the crazy people coming and ask me to open the case. I can just sell them all at once. So I do have people that we follow that they've built those connections where they just get that text,
Yeah.
which is
That's
awesome.
live, man. That's live. I have a stepfather that works for the trash company, and he locally here,
Hmm.
and he always tells me because he has relationships with a lot of these dumps, the trash cans and stuff.
Yeah.
These people that throw out certain types of media and toys, and
Yep.
and a lot of it just be returns. You know what I mean? So he'll give me a call and say, "Hey, look, my guy, has got this much, and he wants this much for it. Let me know." And I'll be like, "Yeah, let me know."
Yep.
And I call him and give him a call, and it's a bunch of it lately has been media. So I've been selling a bunch of media because of this, because he has a guy that's inside, and we make that deal happen. So yeah, you're exactly right.
That's an awesome connection. And then you not only can you go out and do your sourcing like you regularly do, but you got stuff that's being sent to you. It's like
Yes.
just money coming right your way. I
Exactly,
think
and it's pennies on the dollar. A lot of this media that I posted lately, it's been pennies on the dollar, man. I haven't this guy doesn't care, he's gonna dump it anyways.
yeah.
He's not gonna tell me, but I already know.
Yeah,
But
yeah. That's the best play. That's the best point to be at is you know that they don't want it.
yeah,
So you're already on the positive side of the negotiation because they could be like, "Oh, I want $1 a piece," and you're just like, "Oh man, well enjoy loading that all up in your truck and taking it to the dump.
exactly,
I'll give you
exactly.
45 cents a piece, and you don't have to do any of the work." And they're gonna
I
be
do
like, "Okay, just take it."
exactly. I do it all. I bag it for you, and
Mhm.
you
Yeah,
know. So
that
that's why I
leverage
say
works because
it works all the time, man, and it works relationships too with your local trash mans, man. You never know. These guys come pick up your trash every day. These guys are doing you know, they're taking this. A lot of it, I've known some personal trash man that take a lot of stuff home from the trash,
Yeah, yeah.
'cause they're just so up and close with it all the time.
Yeah, they try to move it closer to the back, where they, especially if they're the
Exactly.
ride-on trash. Yeah,
Exactly.
that's true, man. A lot like our neighborhood trash, like they know which houses always put stuff out, all
Hmm.
the heavy stuff, all the stuff. I mean, luckily, I'm not part of it because I'm not allowed on it. But there's a Facebook page for our neighborhood, and they'll post like free stuff, curb alert, and that's where we get a lot of the yard stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I use that app freebie. I think it's free
yeah.
alert. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And they
Freebie
send
alert
you,
or something.
yep. They send
Yeah, a
you
lot of
alerts all
people
the
are
time
starting to
too.
pick up on that. Like, hey man, there's like people give away stuff for free. Why not just go grab it?
All the time.
Yeah, you don't have the. I mean, yeah, there's that stigma of like, oh man, you're digging in the trash. It's like, yeah, and I don't have a boss, and I make pretty good money, so.
For real.
You know?
Hey, it's one man's trash, another man's treasure, man.
Yeah.
I do with the boxes. I have a lady right here, not too far from me, who has the Bath and Body Works boxes.
Oh,
Those
nice.
boxes are nice. A lot of those boxes, they have candles in them.
Yeah.
So,
So
they
they
come in
already have
different
the.
sizes. And so I get all the small sizes, shoebox sizes,
Mhm.
ECR sizes, and they smell good and they're, perfect condition, man.
Yep.
And people are out spending Home Depot $2-3 for boxes. And then,
Yeah. They,
what's crazy in the beginning, that was what was killing me was shipping
the
costs,
supplies. Yeah.
supplies, man. Bubble, bubble mailers. Oh man, that was
Oh yeah.
killing me.
Yep.
Rapping. And I was one of those guys when I first started. I wanted to do the big stuff because everybody, all the YouTubers were telling, oh, don't be afraid to do VCRs, big stuff like that. And I was taking that advice, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do big stuff.
Yeah.
So I started doing the big stuff. I wanted to get my, that challenge on. So that scared me, man. It's scary, man,
For
because you're
sure.
wasting a lot of money trying to figure out, especially when it sells, and you're like running around a Home Depot, Office Depot. You spending 5, 6, 10, $15 for bubble mailers and
Yeah.
bubble
You're like, man, my
wrap, man.
profit is going down and down and down.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I learned because I do free shipping for everything because I just calculated into my listing price.
Right.
But you sell a VCR to someone in Oregon, and you're like, man, that's Zone 8 from Texas. That's the most expensive shipping. Now I
Hmm.
got to figure out how to get this 22-pound DVD combo player,
Exactly.
to not cost me $40 to ship.
To eat into your costs, right?
Hmm.
Because a lot of you'll look at you look at your spreadsheet at the end of the month, and you're like, or the end of the week, and you're like, I'm in the red.
Yep.
I didn't make no real money off it because, like you said, you shipped it, or somebody from Alaska or Hawaii bought it. I haven't, crossed my fingers, I haven't shipped to Alaska yet, but you ship something to Puerto Rico now, and you
Yeah.
know,
I always feel bad when people talk about Alaska and Puerto Rico. And so what I did is I went on my eBay store and I excluded. I do global shipping, but
yeah,
for the U.S. I excluded Alaska. I excluded Puerto Rico, just because
yeah, yeah,
not only do I not get any really in all the years that I've sold on eBay, maybe 2 sales, both Puerto Rico. I've never had a sale in Alaska, but I just where I'm zoned, I don't want to mess with it. And
no,
if that
it's
if
not.
that costs me like tons of sales, then I guess it's something I got to deal with. But what's going on, Jeff? Yeah, he said bigger items take up more space in storage. Yeah,
Yeah, that's another key
my
issue.
my main thing that used to take up all my space was when I was like really heavy into Guitar Hero guitars because you literally can't store them anywhere. Like you just got
Yeah,
to get a trash can and just stick them in there.
yeah,
And then
yep.
I would constantly have to like tape two 1095 boxes together and make a long weird box. And if it was too
Frankenstein it,
expensive,
man. Those
yeah, if it's too
Frankenstein
expensive
days.
for USPS, then I'm like, great. Now I got to wrap this in brown paper so I can ship it UPS and
Exactly.
not get caught.
Yeah, man. Shipping is hell, man. That's it's hell, man. You gotta, if that's any advice I would give to somebody getting into reselling is study your shipping.
Yep.
Study your shipping because you get into eBay. Like I said, I was one of the ones who wanted to dive into the big heavy items first because that's just my personality. I like things that challenge me.
Yeah.
But and you find out that space is a big thing too. At the time I was living with my mom, and I had a 1 bedroom, a little room. So I got the whole closet filled with DVD.
You just got DVD players
in my little walk-in closet. And it's crazy, man. But they take up a lot of space, man. They take up a bunch of space. And in the way and I was doing a lot of shipping with FedEx and UPS and not wrapping it right. Some coming back broken. Some
Yeah.
get there, they be broken. So you learn which, I don't ship anything now with USP. I don't even do heavy anything over 5 to 4 pounds. I don't do USP. I mean,
Yeah.
United States Postal Office. I'll just ship that UPS because it's less.
Yeah, I've actually got to the point right now where I live and die by the USPS shoe boxes because you get them for free and they fit a pair of shoes. But with the pricing right now for the holidays, I actually ordered some exactly the same size as those off of Amazon that are just brown because, like yesterday, I think I got my sheet here. It would have cost me $16.67 to ship a pair of New Balance if I used that box. But instead, I used a brown box and it cost me $10.08.
Damn.
So I actually ordered some brown boxes. I mean, I've always exclusively used the USPS boxes for shoes, but right now, I mean, I can't afford that $6.
Yeah.
To eat into my cost. So I got to get brown boxes. So I got them off eBay, like a 25 bundle. They came out to like 90 cents a box. So not too bad.
Right.
15 by 10 by 6. It's like perfect for single shoes, or if you have a box for the shoes, it works. Devin asked if you ever do calculated shipping to help those organ sales. Our store is free shipping, but what we do is like if I do average shipping. So what I do is like yesterday I sold 8 things. My total shipping was $86.51. So that's right around $11 shipping. Some of them cost $8, some of them cost $11, but average is around 11. So what I do is when I list shoes, I just add that $10, $11 to whatever my price is. So if I'm gonna list them for 41, I expect that $30 is my actual selling price.
Right.
So I don't do calculated, but it's the same principle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see Baldy Picking said it bad. Yeah, shipping done wrong can probably break you in the game. Yeah, a lot of people I think give up or don't even start reselling because shipping traumatizes them so much. And there's tons of YouTube content on shipping.
A lot.
You really just have to figure out what you want to do. Like for me, I like to keep things simple, and the easiest way I can keep things simple is just by rolling it into my price and offering free shipping. And then again, if you only sell one thing, if you're only selling shoes, that if it goes to New York or Oregon, those are going to be my 2 highest, and then everything else in between is usually $11 or less.
Yeah.
And then
for me, with the media is free shipping. A lot of times I do free shipping on certain media.
Yeah.
Because media is, it's media mail, it goes, $3.19,
Yeah.
A lot of the media I make between, $1.50 to $2, just depending on, what it is. And it's not really, really hurting me too much. But
no, for sure. The cool thing about media is a lot of the older media, which we can find readily available at thrifts and most people are throwing out, is becoming popular again.
Yeah, it is.
I noticed cassettes are becoming popular again. Records have always just had their, there's a following. People like records, and we go through a wave of where like the newer artists start to put stuff out on vinyl. So then all the younger generation gets into vinyl and then they go down the wormhole. But like cassettes, cassette players, like dual techs, like ghetto blasters are selling really good right now.
Yeah.
Like I have like 4 of them. I just can't sell them because I just remember growing up making my tapes.
You talking about the big boxes?
Oh yeah, man.
The big boom boxes. Man, I haven't. Somebody had. Somebody had posted one online the other day. I don't know who it was, but
got the original.
Yo,
this is actually the Panasonic Ghetto Blaster. This is what this one is, the RX 5010.
Nice, yo.
Yeah, and it's got the cables and everything.
It's clean inside too. Oh
yep.
Man, where'd you get that one at?
Trash.
What?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yep, and it works, man. That's my personal. I won't sell that one.
Yeah, I'll keep that one. Yeah, definitely.
Every time I look at it, I'm just like, man, I remember being a kid and like I would put in a tape and I would record like
Yeah.
from 11 to midnight on Saturday nights in Houston. They would always play like
Yeah.
metal, and I
Oh,
would just
okay.
record it because I'd end up
Yeah,
falling
yeah.
asleep, and then I'd listen to it at school the next day.
Nice,
It was
nice.
called Sweet
Yeah,
Nightmares, and I would record that hour long show every freaking weekend.
yeah. I used to do it on the big ones. They used to have this kind of like the big stackers.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Like they look like little, they're like Big Macs almost, but they had the two stereo, the two speakers on the side of them. And
yeah,
I
yeah,
used to
yeah.
same thing. I used to do the heartbeats at 12 on the radio, and then I'd
Nice.
remix it on the other side with some rap and some rock.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, man.
that's
Most
nice.
of the I never had like actual artist tapes when I was a teenager. It was
Right.
literally the stuff that I had made or borrowed people's tapes. I'm like, hey, I only like 2 songs on that. Can I just record those 2 songs? I don't need the rest of it.
Yeah. Yeah, that was, man, that was old school. But yeah, a
But
lot
that
of that stuff's coming back, man. A lot of that
yeah,
stuff
that's the cool thing.
is
Like
coming back
people,
into style now, man.
yeah, I noticed that that quads are selling more than rollerblades or like inline skates. Like more people are going back to the old school quad skates. So if you see
Yeah.
those, especially like roller derby brand, those are high value like quad skates. Those are selling for really good money right now.
Mm.
Um,
I haven't got too many of those. I did sell a pair of roller skates a while back ago. Probably about 3-4 months ago. I sold a pair, a nice pair too. I got at the Goodwill. And I sold those for like almost 50-60 bucks.
yeah, see, and then I
Yeah.
like even our 11-year-old like we Stacy took her shopping and she's like she wants like mom jeans and I'm like oh okay so that's where we are now.
No, those are like really hip, bro. Those are really like in trend right now, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
The hip huggers and
for sure.
yeah, like those I've been seeing a lot of girls with those, man. Those are like in
And that's the
style.
stuff you could find at Goodwill or the bins. Just find you a pair of old Lees or anything like that. I mean,
Yeah,
you see, you hold them up, you know immediately those are mom jeans.
yeah, yeah. It's something interesting, man. You
I
know
said she's 11, Stacy, didn't I? We already know you wear mom jeans. uh, what's your Do you have like goals? Are they weekly, monthly, yearly?
I have, yeah, I got year goals. I got some up there. You can't see them, but me and my girl, we put our goals, 5 to 6 years out, and we have some goals for a year, 2 years, and we break it down to months, weeks. My goal for this year with reselling was to clean out this whole dining room right here because this thing, you guys haven't seen it in my videos. It was just piles of media and
Yeah.
just stereo systems, and my son's been getting bigger, so my goal was with this reselling to eventually take it and get a storage unit. So
Hmm.
yeah, I just finished accomplishing that 2 weeks ago. I got that
Awesome.
done when I got back from Portland. Because it just, it was just one of those things that I was just like, 6 months, 7 months down the line, I'm gonna grow this thing. I'm gonna
Yeah.
grow it and scale it, and I need some storage space. So, I definitely try to put that in the universe as a monthly thing. 6 months out go. I think my next goal is to travel, to do some more traveling.
Awesome.
And I know me and you've talked about. I'm probably going to be headed out there too, to
Oh yeah.
Houston pretty soon.
Oh yeah.
Get
We
together
got
out there.
places. We can go have some fun here.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, man. And yeah, it's just to keep growing, man. Just keep growing this thing up, keep scaling it. And it's it's a baby right now, but we're growing the YouTube channel too.
Yep.
And hopefully, we can get that going, and you know, that takes, and everything's a grind. But yeah, we're definitely gonna get more into. I do my videos. I try to come out with videos every week. I try to stay consistent in that aspect too. So
Yeah, the getting a storage unit for us, like it's weird because not that I never, it's not like I didn't take what we were doing and reselling and all the acquiring the stuff
yeah,
seriously, but now that we actually have a place that we have to go to, kind of like an office or a job,
yeah,
it's helped to like laser focus like exactly what it is or that our long-term goal is. Like obviously we have 2 storage units because we got the 10 by 30 We put
Yeah.
all the new shoes in there. We have our table set up with our 2 photo booths. And then I was like, the one right behind it became available, which is a 10 by 20.
Yeah.
And I was just like, let's just get it and move all the used stuff over to here. And then we'll also have overflow for any extra of the new product.
Right.
And then once we did that and got it out of the house, I was able to actually put stuff on the walls again. And all I have here is like packing material and stuff that's sold. So we just go there in the morning, do our work, pull our solds, come back home, pack them, get them going. I don't want to move the computer and the printing and everything and packing there, because it's easier to do at the house. But it does you focus more once you move to a storage
Yeah,
unit.
yeah. No, I seen that too. It definitely the aesthetics change.
Yeah,
When you have things, and even though I had a pretty well linguistic system here in place, when you build that storage room out, I need shelves now, and it just makes the aesthetics of it feel like it's like an actual factory or work
yeah.
setting type of thing. Like right now, like after this, I'm gonna go get a couple of orders, and it just feels more. It just feels more like a profession. You know what I mean? It
Yeah,
doesn't feel like it's just put together and you're just buying things and bringing them home, and then your girl's just looking at you like, oh god,
yeah.
here we go again. And
It's
I
it's
got a little
it's
storage
something.
outside, and this
It's something you could actually like look up and have your chest out when some random person's like, "Oh, what do you do for a living?" You're like, "I'm a reseller." You can be like, "I'm a reseller. I got an office."
yeah, I got a freaking space.
Uh,
I got a space.
yeah.
I ain't got a
I
window
was
yet, but I'm working on it.
Yeah, I was happy to get the shoes out of the house mainly for me, because like with all these kids, like oh, are those my size? Oh, are those my size? Oh, can I wear
Yeah.
them? It's like, nope, I don't have any shoes. They're all gone. I quit. I don't sell shoes
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. That's the thing now too. I got these shoes, which that thing is sitting on right now. And I just told my cousin because she's here and she's like, I was like, yeah, I probably got your size.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Stacy's I think taken like 2 or 3 pair from
Yeah.
our 2000 that we bought. She's like,
Mhm.
oh, those are my size. I'm gonna take those. And or she'll like wear a pair and be like, nah, I didn't really like them, but I found these other ones, so I'm just do a swap. I'm like, well, those aren't new anymore. You wore them. But I let her have fun. I got like 2 pairs. I'm not a shoe person. I'll
Yeah, I'm
literally.
not really big in the shoes. I mean, I was never really big in like to the Jordans and Nikes. To me it was like whatever feels comfortable on my big flat feet,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
big old skis for feet.
Yep.
So I need something that like New Balances and Pumas. Those are the things I rock. I like Pumas and I like New Balances just because something
Yeah,
about the flat feet, man. It just kills me, man.
it's
I
funny. I started wearing Reebok Classics in high school, and I was
yeah
like, man, these are comfortable. I don't know what y'all can wear all those fancy looking stupid
yeah
shoes.
yeah yeah yeah.
Now everybody's older now, and they're like, man, you were ahead of the curve. I'm like rocking these Reeboks with the New Balance, and I'm like, see, I told you. I don't
And
care
I've
how
been
it
seeing,
looks.
and what's crazy is the New Balances. I've been seeing you. Them things is going, man. Them the 579s,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
the
yeah,
five the 574s too, man.
yeah. I don't know. I don't like the way they feel on the ankles, so I still just. I mean, I'll rock like the fresh foams. I'll wear those for like the
Yeah,
gym, but
hmm
yeah, New Balance, man. People are catching on that. Hey, man, they can look
yeah,
cool and be comfortable.
and be comfortable. Yeah, exactly. I got a
Uh,
nephew. He teases me all the time. He's like, "Oh, I got them Jordans, and you got them New Balances on.
yeah,
What
you're
is
like,
that?"
hey, I can
I'm
stand
like,
for 12.
"Hey, I'm like, hey, you're gonna find out in a couple of years here what I'm talking about."
Yeah, it's like, hey, let's go walk around a flea market for a couple hours. Let me see how them feet feel
Yeah,
with that
exactly.
no arch support having shoe.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, and then sometimes I'll pull up like some shoes. I'm like, man, these things weigh like 4 pounds. I'm not trying to wear 4 pounds on my feet. So I try to
That's
go.
like weight. Like
Yeah.
like I have some weights and working out with some weights on your ankles or something.
So all the we talk about trends that are coming back. Like all the girls are into the high rise pants and stuff. And like I see these young kids buying all these Air Monarchs, like Stacy just said, dad shoes.
Dad shoes.
I sell Air Monarchs all the time.
Yeah.
What's up, Paul? He said the
What's
legend,
going on?
and then I'm just me. Paul,
He
Paul.
said it. I didn't say it. He said it, guys.
Oh,
I
I
didn't
know.
say it.
Paul's a giant, so I leave him alone. He has started a rival Monday night listing show
Let's go.
to compete with Joey and Drew. So I'm always on Mondays like going back and forth because I'm like, man, I don't want to be like, oh, I only watch this one or I only.
Yeah.
So
Paul's a monster, man. Y'all guys are not following Paul, man. Follow Paul,
for
man.
sure.
That guy's a monster, man. That guy's young and he's getting to the money, man.
Yeah,
And that's what's so beautiful, man. Because like I tell everybody, man. They're like, man, why you do, like who's doing what you're doing, like YouTube, and who's doing this? Like, what kind of guys are you, And I'm telling you, these guys are millionaires, man. Some of these guys are millions. Some of these guys are younger than me. You know what I mean? And they moving, man.
Yep.
They're moving numbers, man.
Oh yeah,
young guys, and they're motivated. They're hungry. You know what I mean? And that's who I'm surrounding myself with. That's the network of individuals. You, Philly guys that have been in the game for a minute.
for
I'm a
sure.
small fish, man, and it's like I'm telling them, I'm like, this is what the community is about. This is what I like doing it. This is why I like doing it, because so many young guys are in this game and they're eating. They're they're making money, man. They're younger than me, and they're gonna be, by the time I'm 40, they're gonna be blasting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the cool thing is it's not an area where it's just there's no cap. Like everybody can win.
Exactly.
That's the cool part. It's not like a profession where you can't win. Everybody can win.
Right.
What's up, Drew? Drew's popping in to say, hey, he's gonna go do a Facebook pickup. Drew is doing Vlogmas, which I could barely do a live a week. I could not try to do a video every day. So I think he just dropped Vlogmas day 2 because it is the second. So y'all go check that out. And anyone else that's doing Vlogmas, more power to you. I don't know how you can make a video every day. I can barely do that video I just dropped yesterday, 6 minutes long, and it took me 3 weeks to do. So there you go. Oh, no, you didn't freeze again. No, there you go. Yeah, I want to actually go up to I used to go to Philly like every year for a music festival, and COVID kind of shut that down. So I'm probably just going to go up there to visit. I'm definitely going to try and hit up Paul. And if I can't thrift or go garage sailing with him, I'm just want to at least go eat somewhere with him.
Yeah, definitely. I'm making my plans right now, man. Who I'm gonna go visit, man. Who I'm gonna pull up on, man. Because I gotta, for me, I gotta interact with these guys. I went to go see Gravity Goods out there in Portland.
Yep.
Because I heard he's been doing some numbers. So I was like, look, let me go out there. I got family out there, so I pulled up on him. Man, that guy's insightful, informative, man. I'm telling you, guys are ever out in the Northwest, go check him out too, man. He showed me a lot of game, man, and yeah, that's what I'm all about, man. I'm all about interacting with people too. I like to travel. I'm one of these, I got into it, to network and meet new people, and because everybody's not doing the same thing, everybody's doing something different. So everybody has, different opinions and different knowledge and insight and so I'm an information addict, man. When it comes to information, I love information, man. So
for sure. The cool thing about traveling, not only just traveling itself is fun, but in this genre of reselling, anywhere you go, if you connect with a reseller and you do sourcing, it's now a taxable business expense. It's a perk of the profession. It's like, hey, I'm going to go to Disney. Oh man, guess who's in Disney? I got Drew, I got Joey, I got all these people in Florida that I can now. Disney is, maybe not the day I'm at Disney, whatever I buy at the park, unless I flip it, but you can turn some of that into to a taxable, business deduction, which definitely helps. Paul's Baker box filled with paper stacks, not close. Yeah, he puts his money in there. Yeah. His little LOL video went viral. The LOL surprise dolls.
Oh yeah. People like that, man. I've noticed that too. People like it's like it's like the newspapers. They like the blood in the newspaper, the red in the newspapers.
Yeah.
Well,
that's always been my not alter ego, but my alter theory of YouTube. So you have people like that are like lovable, and nobody can say a bad thing about him. Like, you got Josh, you got Harry Tornado, and he's just, he's going to be the first million subs reseller. Like,
No.
the dude just, everything he touches turns to gold. And then you have the other aspect, which is more where my brain lies all the time, is there's a large majority of people that also want to see people fail and get robbed and get scammed. And those are the videos that I think, there wouldn't be a World Star website if people didn't love to see fights, and there wouldn't be, all this stuff you see on TikTok and Facebook if there wasn't people that also want to see the worst
viral type things, right?
Yeah, and so my brain is constantly like, man, what can I film that would be the worst?
I know it too, because when I was watching, you was talking about how, the World Stars with the fight at the bins,
Yeah,
like all I was thinking about was World Star,
Yeah,
I was like,
I'm just like, man, what if I did a video where it just shows me like sourcing at the bins, but then I also show the downside of being at the bins all day, which is, having to use the bathroom there. And what, like, hey, y'all want to see what the bathroom at my bins looks like? Come with me. I just filmed, obviously not using it, but,
yeah, it's wild, man. It really is wild, man, because that's, it talks a lot to the psychology of individuals, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what, it's just like what Paul's saying right now about the video, like he's had a video where the dolls, he's giving them away, and then it's the worst video he's done, and then the video where he's talking about he got scammed is like,
I think that plays into the it used to be cool to film doing charitable things, and then somehow society just decided that, if you film yourself doing something, you're just doing it for clout or for attention. And instead of, like if you're a content creator, you're filming all the time anyway.
Right.
So whether I give, a homeless guy, a food or anything like that, like if I just happen to be filming and you get it, it's just part of, like I would say this all the time. Gary Vee says, film 80% of your day, like film everything you do and only show the world 10%. Because the other 70%, nobody gives a crap anyway. But
they're not gonna watch it, they're not gonna care.
Yeah, that's like what Paul was saying. Like his viral video about him getting scammed went viral, but the one where he did good and donated was his worst video. It's just that's the pulse of society right there.
Society, man. It's
I love good heartwarming videos and people helping and charity and all that, but I also love to watch Wawa gas station fight videos like constantly. I have some saved on my phone.
Man, because my first interaction with the internet was Twitter, and I had Twitter back in 2016. And let me tell you, man, the communities over there are just like
the
financial communities. Because I was into the business aspect of it. I wanted to learn about stocks and stuff like that. So I'm going into the Twitter. They call it the financial twit, or the community financial Twitter, and those guys are brutal when it comes to government, when it comes to just country and politics. It's like it's fire.
I can't do Twitter, and I mean, I don't, like I said, I don't do TikTok, and I don't do a lot of the social media. And I have a Facebook page for Flip the World, but like I don't actively scroll or pay attention on Facebook to whatever everybody's pissed about or offended by right now. I always think about the Jay and Silent Bob movie where everybody that talked crap about them at the end of the movie, they're like, "Did you say that Jay and Silent Bob?" And then they just beat them up. I'm like, that's the world I still live in, even though I'm older and I don't get into altercations anymore.
I think as you just get older, you just like it's like you find that niche, and it's like eBay, you're doing your thing. You don't even want to watch. I don't even watch the news no more, man.
I know. I'm like,
it's just, all they're doing is selling fear, man. It's like, come on, man. It's the same thing, man. We've been hearing it for the last 2 years, man.
If I see an article, it's like, South Gessner Goodwill's bins is on fire in Houston, I'll be like, oh crap. I'll start grabbing buckets and just drive, just like try to save it. But most of the other stuff, man, like I learned a long time ago, if you focus on just your community, improving your community around you, you're never going to fix the world. Just fix the community you live in. So that's what I try to do. I worry about my neighborhood. If I see trash on the street, I'm gonna pick it up. Why? Because this is my neighborhood. This is where I live. And I concentrate on the small bubble that I exist in. The reselling community, I try to help when I can. Try not to, be an ass at too much.
Right.
Just try and just,
Just
help.
stay humble. Yeah, just stay humble, and like CP Cincinnati Pickers was saying last night, it's just like he's got, but he's got a bunch of stuff. I mean, he's big time. He's been in the
Yeah.
game for a while, and he said, I don't know everything, man.
No. Yeah.
I'm not one of these, I'm not one of these YouTubers that's, telling you guys, I know everything. I don't know everything.
Yeah.
Just that's what it's all about. You don't know everything. You just, you're still learning. Even if you've been in the game for a long time, you still learning, and that's what I love about it. Because this community, you constantly learning, and if you're not, then you one of them resellers is like, I know everything, but
Oh, for
then you
sure.
don't really know everything. Like you don't, because you just think you know everything, but you don't. Because you
No.
got a
Yeah.
couple subs.
You always have to be learning. Like I'm pretty confident in my shoe reselling ability and being able to
Yeah,
source shoes. It doesn't mean I know all the brands, or I mean, I pass up brands that Stacy pulls in all the time, and then she's like, just look it up, and then I look it up, and of course I'm wrong. I should have got it, but I try not to stay, like a blinder. I do like learning about new things. Like right now, I'm really, really adamant about learning about option trading. Why, I don't know. I have a Robinhood account that I play with. That's my play account. I have my Fidelity that it's my Roth IRA contribute, and I don't think about it. But my Robinhood account's my play account. I got
yeah,
approved for option trading. I follow this dude, Find and Flip. He's the other heavily tattooed reseller, and he is crushing options. And he just started in June. And I'm just like, all right, no offense to him, but I'm like, if he can learn this since June to where he's doing this, I think I'm smart enough to where I could pick up on it. So I started picking his brain, watching these
nice.
YouTube videos. Like I love learning about all kinds of different things.
Yeah. Especially when you can relate with guys like, who are tattooed like you.
Yeah,
I kind of, I find myself relating to more like that type of individuals too. People that are like, man, you're talking to me. You look like me. You got tattoos. You
yeah,
like you've been,
yep,
through the grinder. You know what I mean? You've been through there
yeah.
a little bit. So yeah, I got into options too, and
Awesome.
it's, man, it's bonanzas,
It
man.
looks like it's
It's,
gonna be a roller coaster, but dude,
yeah,
I love living my life like right on the edge
yeah.
of a cliff. No parachute, no exit strategy. I'm just like gonna die or gonna figure this out. Like that's just
Yeah,
I've been ride
especially,
or die my whole life.
and especially, like me, I started late. I started doing it late. I started in the game late, man. I didn't start picking up none of this till a couple of years ago. And I started getting into finances and going to school for it, and so it all comes, it all kind of came together, and that's when I started, doing it, and it's definitely volatile. It's definitely fun, and it's a gamble, and you learn. I mean, that's the only way. Sometimes you gotta, make
Oh,
some
for sure.
mistakes. Learn.
And again, like I said, as long as you have everything else financial in place, like my Robinhood account is not going to, if I make a bad option and I lose money, it's not going to affect my bills or my day to day
Exactly.
operation. I can take that gamble because I have set aside that to make that
Yeah.
choice. Devin said the downside of the bins is digging and finds used panties and bras. Hey man, that might be somebody's next,
Yeah. Uh,
um, new video. I mean, there's people that make lots of money smashing cakes with their feet. So, you know,
yeah.
that could be
Exactly.
somebody's thing. I
I,
smell shoes at the bins. I can imagine there's somebody that goes to the bins and smells that stuff.
some people out here, they doing some things, and then I've heard people making money off jock straps. So hey, dirty jock straps. I mean,
Yeah.
people got all types of fetishes, and
Hey, look, Paul wants his options right now are Chipotle or Chinese. I'm going to say Chinese, but I'm not a big Chipotle fan. Um, so that's going to be the option that I would put my money
Chinese.
on.
What's up, Cuz? My boy
So
Cuz in here.
we went through a phase where we noticed that our bins had tons of Victoria's Secret bras. And I
Mm,
was like, look, just grab them all. We'll sell them as a lot. There's got to be somebody that specializes in like bra reselling,
yeah.
and they'll just buy them all. And since they're so light, we're getting like 10 for $1 at the bins. And so she'd post them on Facebook, and then she would just get all of these creeps that would be like, "Are these still available?" And she'd be like, "Yes." And they'd be like, "Do you have any dirty panties you can throw in?" And I'm just like, hey, screenshot that and send it to me. That's awesome. I'm gonna post that. It's like there's a bunch of weirdos out there, and I just started thinking about how I can make money off of them. Like, oh man, I'm gonna screenshot that and be like, yo, if you don't give me $50, I'm gonna post this all over the internet that you're a creep. But then I started thinking, oh, I'm just gonna go to the bins and get all the dirty underwear and sell them, and just be like, hey, yeah, tell them you got tons of dirty underwear. We'll just send them
Right. I mean, because look, there's money in there's money in vintage. There's money in vintage
Yep.
underwear, shirt. If it's money in buying beat up vintage shirts, what do you expect? The panties and the
Yep.
it all sells, man. I mean, it's just you gotta I was a girl on Instagram. I don't know her name. I forgot her name, but she was selling like vintage panties on eBay, and she was killing it,
Yeah.
man. She's making 50-60 bucks on vintage, old school pantyhose. And
Yep.
I'm like, man, if I can go to a state sale and find me some of them. But
Yeah.
it just opened me up to that, it
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
that's another niche there. So
There's literally a hustle out there for everything, and that's why, when I was younger, I might have had like a, oh man, look at people a certain way for how they made their money. But now I'm just like, man, everything's a hustle. I don't care as long as you're not
yeah,
killing somebody, which is also probably a hustle. I don't care. Whatever, however you
exactly.
make your money, man, just make
However you make it, man. I ain't knocking it, man.
it.
Just
Yeah.
get it how you get it, man.
Amen. Dang, dude, that hour went by fast.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just noticed that. I
definitely.
was like, oh man, that's awesome. I love it when it goes smooth. So I do gonna wrap up because I gotta pack my stuff, and then we
Yeah,
are
man,
heading
me
to the
too.
bins, man.
Yeah,
Plus,
y'all going out to the bins today?
oh yeah, oh yeah,
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 nice, nice.
yeah. We're going to the bins. Stacy said awful. Yeah, it's awful till that money comes in. Everything's awful till the money comes in.
Yeah.
Look, I'll sell little bags of baking soda and tell people it's cut. No, I'm just kidding. All you need is
Take me back.
one bad customer, and that ruins all that.
Yeah.
Um, but man, I appreciate you being on, guys. Let me back out this banner. There you go. If you're not already following, hopefully I spelled everything right on there. AR dash under dash Edwards under dash vintage flips on Instagram and YouTube. Make sure you sub to both or follow whatever they call it on each individual platform. Um, I usually back out, man. Let you have the last, do your plug, tell everybody what you got going on, and then I'll come back and say bye to everybody in the chat and everybody on the replay. So the
Yeah,
floor is yours.
most def guys. Y'all know what to do, man. Look, hit that like button. I'm gonna be on Tommy Buffalo Picker's show coming Friday. I think we got it scheduled. We might, I don't know, it's not confirmed yet, but that's what we were scheduling to do. If not follow me, go ahead and follow me. Like Vince Flips, he likes to making profit. Hey, hit that like button. Go over there and sub to Chris. You know, I know what to do, man.
Boom. You heard it. Cool, man. Well, I appreciate you being on today.
Yes.
And yeah, man, go make some money. Wait, you have to open all the dresser drawers at estate sales. Oh, there you go. There's a tip. Open all the drawers. Steal the underwear. All right, y'all. Everybody watching this on replay, make sure you hit that thumbs up.
That
And
thumbs up.
again, all my guest information is in the description. So just click on it and then just push the button to follow or subscribe. Thanks again, man. And we'll see you on the next one.